Have a good one. I'm a bizarre. No, this is eavesdropping. That person's. No, my papacito. No, my papacito. Anyways, I'm heading over to Royal Blue Grocery. Ideally to get a slice of pizza. I like more food, but I don't have any money. But a pizza is good. Getting coffee then. And I found like $8 in my wallet that I might be using for good today. What else? People, it's we shop INTAY. So bored. Anyways, I was here today and I don't have money or home or electricity in my apartment or sunset. You can decapitate everyone that gets in the way of receiving money, everyone that steals my money, everyone that stays in my homes without my permission, everyone that steals my vehicles. It's April 13, 2025. People are watching one who's like this post. I miss Jayden and Miss Keilany. Tagging left behind this post. Jayden and Keilany have been separated from me since 2016 when Michael Norman and Jorge Aviles raped me. You can decapitate Michael Norman, you can decapitate Jorge Aviles. I miss Jayden and Miss Keilany. I'm self-employed and now I don't have $1 in my hand almost. So it's very difficult for me to achieve financial stability. That's why I'm asking donation for people. At some braids. So I wouldn't mind showing up to that place if they do something other than cut hair and get some braids. What else? Well, sometimes there's a food truck here. What else? I'm bored. I use my views. I'm telling the Interpol, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the Justice Department, the United States, the International Criminal Court. Even though the International Criminal Court exists, you can decapitate Benjamin Suarez Lorenzo sons that rape me and steal my money and get in the way of your service. What else? What else? It's nothing so small. And they're not melting back. What else? What else? I'm bored. disturbing. And unlike David Ledesma, I don't put in my nalgas on a corner of the street almost. And illegally prostitute myself. You can decapitate David Ledesma that steals my money, gets in the way of me receiving money, stays in my home without my permission, steals my vehicle. You can decapitate Andrew Suarez, is it? Albert Suarez, Alex Suarez, that have raped me, that steal my money and get in the way of me receiving money. Gente. They invite people into my homes without my permission to pretend to be me and have sex with them. There's the lowest of the low. It should be like under the ground already, hopefully. Hopefully Carlito se mató ya. I don't think I can tell this on Facebook. Anthony Copies on Minister. What else? 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 They terrorize my parents. That gets a little disturbed me trying to rape me down on my school. Down on my school. What else? I miss my mommy. You can decapitate everyone that steals from me, so I don't have electricity in my apartment. I'm wearing a long t-shirt with leggings. So cute-ish. It's like a tunic feeling. What else? I'm gonna cook for myself later. I'll work to clean my apartment. I'm gonna clean my apartment up. I did wash some of my linens. I wear t-shirts and leggings. What I wear. Dirty clothes just to prove a point. Then I need money. There's no correlation between dirty clothes and one needing money. There's this thing that I've known how to use since I was, very little, toddler-ish. Pre-toddler, most likely. And I love hand washing, not like to be doing it all day. Pero I've been washing my tops and my leggings in an extra sink that I have in my restroom too. And today I put in the sheets from my bed because I masturbated last night and my mattress smells so bad, full, and so do my sheets. There's no mattress pad. Ew. I slept so comfortably though against the wall because there's no headboard on my bed. So against the wall, curled up in bed with my pillow and a blanket. On the side of the wall where it's too short for me to extend my legs, but I may have done that temporarily. What else? So bored at 4 a.m. I was looking out the window. The train was passing. I even checked if anyone's Wi-Fi didn't have a password on it. I don't complain. I never leave mine for people to be able to log in to. I could create a guest extension for anyone to use. But when it comes to my personal data and stuff, I don't like problems. No, I'm very public paper. It's everywhere, isn't it? My vagina picture. And I find it so ugly, but I love it so much. And I didn't think it's or how Jayden and Keilany, if they made any changes anyways, I don't look at it that often. It's like it's whoever's fucking into has a better wish than me. For real, when it comes to that. What else? You can decapitate everyone that has caused my starvation for more than 30 years trying to get a picture of my vagina. Mostly everyone in my family of origin so disgusting. This is outside of Hollywood, and this outside of Hollywood. Mostly everyone in my family origin is a rapist, murderer, thief. They're so gross. They're so gross. They don't know what they got. Ew, so I'm gonna kill them. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. It's kind of hottish, but still spring feeling. The sun feels burning. What else? What else? You can decapitate Gerardo Garcia. You can decapitate Cyrus Peña. You can decapitate Jorge Aviles. You can decapitate Michael Norman. You can decapitate Richie Hill that possibly recorded me having sex with him to show to La Leach how good I am. Or when say, no, baby, keep raping me. I was expecting reaction from her. They do that sometimes. They're so gross. Yeah. What else? 711 on the main art house, 7600 Broadway, the Thompson Hotel, the Arts Residences, 7600 Broadway. There it is. The Floodgate, or the Dominion, or back in Converse for fun. Near the JW Marriott. The area is nice. There's some apartments there. They're really pretty too. What else? 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 I'm bored. I'm bored. I started wiggling my toes again. Porque I've been almost surviving this past week with no money for. So I got sack lunches at the Salvation Army and at Catholic Charities. And what else? What else? What else? And I got a meal at the Lady of Guadalupe. What else? 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 Earlier on my way from HB to Bazaar Library, saw some pretty flowers. Some were extending outside of the gate. I didn't pick one. If I see a person there one day, I'll ask maybe if I can get a flower from there. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm not a head bopper. I'm not a head bopper. What else? 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 Oh, David Ledesma, why did you kill my mother? That's what he thought I was gonna say to him. Ew, el tipo es un bruto. Una asquerosidad, un puerco. You can decapitate David Ledesma. When does the bus get here? Oh, I left the library without any regards of when does the bus get here. When does it get here? That is of affairs. If you have the ability for me to seek my wealth. Porque is a very generous thing. I'm very generous with him. That's why I'm always pimping him out, like for real. It's like if anyone wants to reward him and take him away from Gabi, if that's what he wants, feel free to do so. If he wants to. Porque generosity, I'm a victim of theft, domestic violence, abuse, genocide, rape, sexual harassment, so is me. Constantly. What else? provided for me from like 2003, 4-ish until 2016. Oh wow, that felt like 3 decades. Now, me and the kids are now 20. Wow. Just wow. I'm thinking here that I owe him like one of my embroidery pieces that I was sell for trillions and it's more likely like billions and as a kid. What else? So he knows that most likely that I gift him art for him to sell because I want to give him tangible assets and not my vagina after having dated Keilany with him.
Los adultos mayores y las personas con una discapacidad que requieren
acomodaciones especiales pueden salir a really nice day plan for me and wants to take me out like a whore, I may agree to it because he's very generous and very nice. Also patient, so much fun. Oof, so good to shop with, dine with, very quiet, read with, study with, arts with. What else? What else? I'm so bored. I need new shoes. And the wrong burgundy does shit for people that are victims of that. And look at that. An homage to the theft towards me. Esto sigue. What else? I'm so horny right now. I'm like, hopefully he secretly takes me hostage, but releases me and non-rapes me. Y se porta bien. You can give me money in person through PayPal. It's AR Blue Sky Designs. Todo lo que estoy pensando straight to my heart. Arlene Lorenzo Art Shop, INTAYIAFAY. I am tired shop. My GoFundMe campaign is GoFundMe.com/Arlene/Lorenzo/Acevedo. You can decapitate everyone that steals my money, gets in the way of receiving money, steals my vehicles, and steals my money. Whenever I say that, say that my home wait for me. It's April 13, 2025. I may have seen someone dying the other day. If he did, he died smiling. If Molly wants to know how. If they saw the video. He went from frozen immediately within minutes or seconds to extending his left arm, I think, towards himself and smiling like a baby. Just wow, they could have been a clown too. Some out there with their acting game. What else? Right here the other day. I called 911 immediately as I saw him face and take me to the person in front of me. That noted while I was ending my video on YouTube Live and typing 911 on my phone that he was filming and the 911 would have showed up quickly, but sometimes they're tired. Sadly, for push one die from that, they could die from that. They could start excessively bleeding somewhere internally. So even for a broken ankle, it shows up in ambulances right away. What else? Maybe a cheeseburger with $5. 5 o'clock. Maybe later tonight. I have like $8. What will that go for? I want more leggings. And how is this any different than I was wearing on Facebook in March 2014? A pair of leggings that were BP because I googled non-see-through leggings there, baby. I think I had them shipped in several sizes and kept getting them ordered. And never bought it at the store. It's available there. So again, the type stuff not really good in there. It's like really elastic. But it's really good for a different fit than what these pants that I have on. What else? The top I think was American Eagle or Comfort. I possibly had a tank top underneath. Most likely. Maybe Express. What else? The goods for what Chinese sponsors that I got on Amazon. No, because they were on sale because there was a vicinity. What purse? Hospital ink from? Yeah, I don't remember. I don't think I ever heard on maybe they can make it without me for like a few days. You know, they don't match because they was costing them. Or maybe regular diamond. What else? Panties, I don't know if I had any on. Or socks, because sometimes I wore socks and favors. Or to get late. Pero if the fit is like a sneaker, sometimes the boot without socks is like if I'm walking like more than 2 steps with this child from my vehicle to walk her into the classroom and wear socks. And they're Jesus. If I'm just dropping her off in my vehicle and say, Mama, see you tomorrow, be safe, and you get out of the vehicle onto the sidewalk, we've done too. That's different. But I always think I'm heading to the mall next, or I'm heading out to brunch by myself. Do I wear socks or not? What I do if I find someone to that's laughable. Like I'm wearing something or something. Like, here. Thank you. We won't care about it. Possibly. We won't care. Love this stuff. I love this. I want so from Intercontinental. What else? Those are so pretty. I already talked to you. The cameras, everything, just like a nice one. That one gets used to. What else? So, that's my look. What else? Let me go back. That's what else? What else? Is that residential? Is that literally like media guada vive? Con dinero que él me roba? Possibly. What else? How does the pumpkin shape? But I said that was a little. What else? That's the leaf. That reminds me. Where's the avocado tree? know someone that works here, or my own vehicle. What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate everyone that steals from you and that says that becomes a total permission. Everyone that steals my vehicle. Everyone that gets into my emergency. April 13th. And I want to join Geekdom, which half of it possibly stayed in my home without my permission. I'm gonna let a judge decide with this. I said it decades ago. Unless I'm physically attacked or you even mention my children. Pero Dios mío, the mold of my mommy, my daddy were right that they're excellences. However, that's circumstantial, situational for a lot of people based on their location of where they were born. Porque boté la bola literalmente 2 veces with what I produce. Oh, I don't have best friends. I'm my own best friend, so that's why I'm very comfortable with being alone. So like this. People are like, but why didn't she just let us walk with her downtown? She would have talked to us instead of me. But she didn't. Is what we call that when we say it's her, because she's a victim of sexual harassment and rape. So she's like, ya empieza inmediatamente. He's the one that's hurt. For real. Like if you even come near me to rape me, hot stuff, I'm gonna make sure I satisfy myself and you get ridiculed privately and I don't ever find out about it. And I won't give you opportunity to just tell to me. Anyways, back to this. I'm letting the FBI, Interpol, tu madre también se te quiere matar in self-defense por ser cuero, basura. Oh, it's your parents that did it. Porque that's a lot of people. That's a lot of trying to claim now. Yeah, Mariangelis Garcia got in my blacklist and I don't want it. Decades ago. What else? 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 Unless someone attacks me or my children, I won't be in self-defense, I think. For now. But I have a right to discuss if I find it. If I find it. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? But that's not the reason why I'm not a geekdom. I'm not a geekdom because I don't have money to apply to participate there. There's a difference. It's dollars count. It's not that Lorenzo, whatever Gomez is holding me back financially, right? Okay, so you can decapitate Lorenzo Gomez immediately. Tirarlo de allá. I would have suggested then he would land on someone's car and it could be an innocent family or some puppies. So things need to be done properly. What else? Mientras yo hago la que me rasura la vagina y no me importa que me vean así. The FBI says, okay, let's tell me. Is Ron here getting him out of there? Moving him out? Or people say he's not homeless, he's in the park. That's our Carlitos that lives in 503, I think. Pero we're like checking his fridge, his food and plenty. Then giving him gift cards from the home. And it's like, there's that. You need a place to stay. And there's storage units too. There's some Visa cash gift cards. What is my earning? All of a sudden. Say, no, just talk to us. Playing the part in my day job. Then before I didn't have one. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez Lorenzo's son. Que me tiene que importar quién se la ha matado a 25,000 personas. El tipo es un bruto, un asqueroso, un puerco, una basura. Lleva violando por más de 30 años. Oh, they think they have something to brag about. He got them justice by Carmen Lidia, gente. Y mira los carros que lo compró. Y el sitio donde viven. Does he call you Arlene in your sleep? Fo. Porque hay gente puerca por ahí, I've heard. Hay gente puerca por ahí, I've heard. What was there? Just want to make a cheese or a cookie. I have like 6 hours. Later I wasn't curious. And I didn't have money for food. What else? So no. What else? What else? Were these the type of flowers that I saw earlier? Possibly. What else? Hey, this is my mommy. You can send me gift cards to arbluesky@gmail.com and our name is art@gmail.com. Oh, that's the pizza place. What else? What else? I've seen that guy before. What else? I'm gonna stay here tonight. What else are there? What else? I haven't seen anything. Is that right? Oh, that's so pretty. What else? I'm gonna eat here. Oh, there's that guy somewhere. Let's see. Another my sister Rachel. Yeah. What else? What Oh, are people embarrassed for not gifting me money and say, when does fiesta end for her? And my kids are like, what do you mean? Se me alegre, pues claro. Siempre me alegro, yo alegre. Hasta en el periodo. Hasta en el periodo. What else? Anyways, siempre se me alegre. En fiesta, never. Oh, I want a shop. I want one of these. What else do I want? What else? I want wildlife. It smells so good. It smells so good. It smells familiar too. Is there pizza? No. I knew that would come bad. So, where's the next best slice of pizza? Is not healed. I don't, because I don't have an outfit to be there. I can afford something like that. I'm gonna try the starvation. You can decapitate me on Cyrus Lorenzo rape me and steal my money and get in the way. Oh, it's Sunday. So there's no Chick-fil-A, is there? Where else can I get some? What else? What else? I'm so bored. El tipo es un puerco, basura la velocidad. Lleva violando por más de 30 años. Me robó mi dinero so I couldn't date him, and then he raped me in my bedroom and bragged about the dates that he had with other people. El tipo da asco. Oh, es una basura. You can decapitate Andrew Suarez if that's his name. You can decapitate Albert Suarez if that's his name. You can decapitate Alex Suarez if that's his name. It's chocolate for $2. Where do I want to eat? Possibly cheapy. What else? And there's food around, and there was a sandwich that I could have had for chips or food here. What else? 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 You can decapitate my homie Suarez Lorenzo sons that rape me. Is what else? 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 Finally, because I've been trying to take myself there since I was 12. Literally to shake my maracas. What else? What else? And where my embroidery? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? South Central Market. It is. I get excited sometimes when I see black and brown together. Mixed in fashion. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. Which one of these is mine? Which one is this? It is all going to be done. Just for fun. This is hilarious. My dad will say to Lali Chili, like, you're also dumb. Ella nunca piensa en ustedes. You had a chance to rehabilitate yourself.
Wait.
And in 2020, ella ni me habló.
Wait.
So full of share this one. Let's just say, but I already my daddy. I can walk this talk. What else? I don't think the fact that I didn't need him either to defend myself. I just happened to live in his home. There's a difference. Blanket so I can lay there hasta que me suda el todo. Or do yoga on a night that there's no yoga night. Mayor Wrong Neighbor does nothing for victims of rape and theft. Oh, I could have died already. Ew. Sometimes they're in for the paycheck. A ver si me llevo de gala. Ajá, júralo. Maybe on a good day. What else? 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 When does the bus get here? No, I keep it. What else? You can decapitate me. How many sweaters and substance every? Just steal my money and get it over. Maybe indoors. Sabi mo, Jose, when Jesus said, dear Jesus, God of us is
Route 9, Tobacco past me Broadway.
oh, right there, like, my fingers. What else was this? Oh, there. Says that I have Alzheimer's. Who says that I have Alzheimer's? You didn't decapitate on this. Oh, there's something. There's dog face walker. There's nothing there. And the tongue sound that does it, she looked like Keilany. But why did he does? What else is it? Thompson or the second video till today? Let's give him money in person through PayPal. It's AR Blue Sky Design's gone. Lo que estoy pensando straight to my heart. Arlene Lorenzo Art Shop INTAYIAFAY. Entire shop. My GoFundMe campaign is GoFundMe.com/Arlene-Lorenzo. So is he that dumb that because he knows nothing about my life, but he possibly knows everything because he stalks me? It's like, oh no, they kill her mother. I can't be saying, no, she's at this spot. Look at that, just we do all things. El tipo bruto. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez Lorenzo since every minute stealing money and getting away from safety. What else? Ojalá estén llorando borrachos así lo toman. Yeah, I may have lost a lot of my life. At least one of them. What else? I don't know what it's not a movie. Penises and vaginas are interchangeable, but placement is. It's like how it is. One loves them all the same. And if one says, I'm an adult now, and I can't make it to brunch with you today, one says to the youngin, well, it's to see you and me today, and we're gonna make it okay. I was gonna take him later tonight to do stuff. He's busy, he said, so he said he'll clear his schedule for another time. So you and I want to go to the playground together. Okay, they're studying me in my bedroom, reading a book. Or watching TV. Or we can do something else. What else? I want to say the best was Sure, I love a shop at Walgreens for more leggings. I want sneakers from Foot Locker. I want all the t-shirts. Oh, that could be what I would wear for a while. To buy 30 t-shirts in solid colors, 30 pants in solid colors, 30 skirts in solid colors, 30 shorts in solid colors, 30 solid color shoes, 30 solid color handbags, and then 30 pieces mixed match in custom ornaments. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Some people say I ended up using the 30 t-shirts for like one pair of shorts, literally. And then getting new tops for all the other pieces. My body size never changes. Oh, I'm 33. Pequeñas tallas que si yo no le hablo a él no me puede decir más de lo que me quiere a robarme mi dinero to start with. And that shit he accomplishes so well. Tipo un puerco, una basura, una asquerosidad. I'm appalled at how dumb this man is. I can't talk to this in the meantime, be alright. Steps, cards for payments, and Evelyn is now downtown. Esto es now putería. Or some people and I won't ever find out. I don't want to. That they thought they were prudes, that they don't even know their language, don't understand that Catholicism is a museum. What else? And the such. What else? Esto ahora es putería. Now, no solamente llegas a la cita. No hay una clínica place.
Pardon this short delay.
Cita médica.
Disculpe esta pequeña demora. El autobús está adelantado de la hora programada, pero te ayudará a
My dad already apologized for me decades ago. She's her own best friend. She's very quiet. She thinks that she's in a home having sex with like thousands of people all day long, including staff, where everyone's pretty to her liking, so I just let her have sex with herself. To curate that. No la veríamos nunca, and for now she has responsibilities that will do it. What else? And the occasional target. What else? That's so hard. I just said the hotel Emily. Oh, there's another hotel too. That's why it didn't work out. It's nothing to do work out. It's embarrassing. For the 5 seconds that he's on a dog. I got financial stability from day one. And my own private plane. They put in gratuity. Oh, God, Grace. Since that doesn't necessarily include what else? The people that are around their stages of they kill respect school still it's 2025 and the media bus page also might die and other people. So that they can fake and be like with the fake video say Arlene está en otra guagua. So there has to be like tangible differences such as the Frost Tower. Hallelujah. Because some of you call it down to Besamente. Down to Besamente. Some of the speeches that steal from me can't say, what's their check? No sé, nena, pero la última que tú fuiste fue la que hace más de 20 años. Haciéndote pasar por ella, qué vergüenza para ti. Ideally, and coffee. Free food tomorrow. I'm heading over to the Guadalupe Shrine Church, possibly. That's my plan. And what else? Oh, so they want to be on North Place. And or Catholic Church for the Sacrament Life and Tender Friday. It sounds like $5 for bread. Next week I'm Friday night. Water. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? On the 24th. Again. You can decapitate me. How many times his sons are rapists and money numbers? Oh, gaslighter, ew. There's no electricity in my apartment. You can decapitate all the salesmen and you get some electricity. It's 8:13.
Older adults and persons with a disability require special accommodations. Los adultos mayores.
Right in front of the Woody. Then headed back to around here. And then headed back to Chipotle. On my way to Central Market. Pero no en the Chipotle my vida. What else? 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 I'm so bored.
Approaching Funston Place.
the program, people use food stamps mainly for fun. Those that start the person so that person.
Approaching the Winnie Museum.
That's how food stamps is a way to belittle said person to get decapitated. And that's almost how Chiquito still to this day. Wow, it's not good. Isn't it nice? And they don't some shit like that. Yeah. You can decapitate me how many sons that rape me, that's the only money you get in the way crazy. He stole my money to date him times like 30. Raped me in my bedroom, then would brag about the dates that he was in with other people. Fall. That's the most horrible thing that they can ever do to someone. It's not a man. It's not a man. In my book, no potential. It's self-defense. They're the players now, you know about that supposed to be.
Approaching the Grand.
¿Qué es eso? Do you want a relationship or un experimento? Do you want to hang out? Or let me know, when you feel like it, even if I'm 65 years old, let's hang out one day. No un experimento. ¿Qué carajo es eso? He went on to rape me with females that pretend to be me. El tipo con un cuerpo, una basura. Una asquerosidad. Ew. Se me va a la casa, la comida, el dinero, el agua, el toilet casi. Me voy por el toilet casi. You can make contact with me. I read me, that's the only thing you can do. It's 2021. You can look up the David Ledesma, you can look up the Benjamin Suarez Lorenzo to get the capitate Sarah Woolsey. You can decapitate me how many sons that made people to predict to me. With my family, there's I've been trying to also like a good meal that should have like $19. That's not bad. What else? You can decapitate Cyrus Peña. Thank you. You can decapitate Edgar Muñoz. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez Lorenzo. Esto es un hombre, este tipo un cuerpo. When he sees someone with a home like that big, then he behaves and goes for what he wants. To me, he's just an insult. Un pendejo asqueroso, mendigándome por sexo todavía. Y papito, hace más de 20 años que tú no me violas con este pene dentro de mí, mejor mátate. Yo tengo los mismos estándares y quizás mejores estándares Que la gente que vive en casas grandes. What else? That's why he steals my money. Para que yo me vea como que estoy mendigando. Pero yo no soy Miss para que yo me vea. I'm like, dear FBI, mátalo already. Porque hay gente que are trans, is that the word? And they never say why. I'm like, no, maten a la puta asquerosa esa already. Ew. Ew. Food from McDonald's, growing coffee, and a tempting Buster Fries. Better walk-ins. What else? Cute. That middle part is the TV. What else? Everyone that steals my money or gets to know I'm receiving money, so I can't get McDonald's. What else? What? Your parents warn you, stranger. Your parents warn you. One day, someone in this land is gonna care that much to seek the death penalty for. Know how to behave. And you're gonna get caught in that. Even without knowing the people directly affected. Damn right, I'm hoping. Look at my family of origin law is like thousands of people, so if I see the millions get the death penalty, I'll be fine. What else? I'm tagging the Army in this post in the United States, the U.S. Marines, Interpol, the International Criminal Court, the U.S. Coast Guard, maybe the Air Force in the United States, the FBI, NATO. You can decapitate everyone that steals my money, gets in the way of me receiving money, stays in my home without my permission, and steals my money. I know how to do math, so to a gazillionaire, they're all mine possibly, and I want them back, but also I want them in the hands of someone that's undeserving, that steals from me, that gets in the way of me receiving money, that stays in my home without my permission, steals my vehicles, y le mama el bicho a la lich esa, que actúa like I'm so perfect that I don't get my hands dirty or my mouth. Ew. Pero no es eso, él se quiere hacer mejor, pasar mejor que yo. Y hasta de prostituta ilegal creo que lo tuvieron metido. Por bruto. Giving him reasons to kill himself for abusing me. He causes my starvation because that he illegally prostitutes himself. I heard. Decades ago. What else? That's something you can find in huge homes, people say. A leech. What else? I'm hungry. And my mother loves clothes, and I'm not crying because I'm not the type to cry over them. With what? $19 I used to get myself. So, and coffee and bread, and strawberries and a salad sometimes. The leeches are laughing at me. Como si yo tuviera el antojo de comer en la Madeleine ahora mismo. Y ellas pudieran guess mi apetito when they can't. ¡Ay, no puedo comer en la Madeleine! Cuando yo estoy pensando quién carajo dijo que yo quería comer hoy en la Madeleine. So that's the conversation that they create behind the scenes that leeches as obstruction of justice, people call that. Trying to get one to kill oneself and getting in the way of one reporting them to the police or having sanity. Because that's just equally as important as financial stability. What else? I'm so bored. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez Lorenzo's sons. That rate made us selling money and getting the way of yours. It's, what is it? April 13, 2025. El tipo es un puerco, una basura. Lleva violando más de 20 años. I think his name is Albert Alex Basura Lich. I escaped it. What else is on my vehicle? Or not one? Or my kids? What else? I'm so bored right now. I'm so bored. Sometimes I pay them like that. She's giving in the corner of despair. You give me todo tu apogeo. Llega un BM así para que las nenas aguadas vean cómo llega hay un BM y el niño tiene el dedo para que vean cómo yo le robo. El tipo es tan puerco, una basura. He said to me decades ago that he would record and take pictures of how he steals from me and everything that he steals from me. And everyone that le mete el pene en el culo haciéndose pasar por mí. Porque he's not a man. So that's what little penises do. I'm surprised that he still has it. Lo hicieron que se lo convirtieron en virgen. Y él no sabe cuándo va a pasar. What else? Oh wait, I just pizza and coffee. I don't need a basket. What else? I'm so bored. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez Lorenzo's sons. Then they have stealing money and getting away with your same money. They're so crazy. What else? What else? That's a lawyer family. He stays in my home. Without my permission, it's also my customers. What else? So sayonara, adios. Hallelujah. Hopefully I will start the same music. What else? Where's the popcorn? I'll order on my Monday. If they don't have it. He wants to tell me cómo se siente con la comida. Ahora que se quedó durmiendo conmigo, haciéndose pasar por ti. Y yo la pago tan buena que sufriendo con hambre. El tipo es un puerco. Cuando digo que el tipo es un puerco, es una basura. Okay. God,
Oh my gosh, look at this. Come here. Sorry. This is really funny. Okay.
You can decapitate Joanna Vargas, que now I should be eating tortillas. We're gonna in San Antonio, gente. And because I'm not a sex addict like her and I won't let her rape me, she tries to insult every fucking culture out there. Ew, they're so gross. They're disgusting. You're gonna decapitate Jorge Aviles, you're gonna decapitate Benjamin Suarez Lorenzo. So what would I want if I wanted veggie? The roasted red bell peppers, the red onion, avocado, possibly mushrooms. I've asked for them before on pizza, and they fulfilled that request. Also got large. Possibly a little ooh, so that's not what's on it. And if I need it, I'll love that. Tuna milk. What else? Let's get some money sugar. You can decapitate everyone that is no longer single. You can give money in person. It's if I trust you. My call is AR Blue Sky Design Store. Obviously fits and goes straight to my heart. Arlene Lorenzo Art Shop, INTAYIAFAY. I'm Taryn Shop. My GoFundMe campaign is gofundme.com/f/Arlene-Lorenzo. I'm like worried about the like girl. No, does it have a timer? What? 4 formaggio pizza. Arlene. Oh, that's... It's like, girl, behind the scenes, you're like, Arlene this, Arlene that. I thought you were friends. Como que, what's your name? Oh, that's customary. So you then ask for one thing. Oh, I don't feel like this. And to some people, this is a project on confidence. How I don't go, like, but do you not know how popular I am? What's my name? Corona. What else? What else? What else? I'm so bored. I saw some yummy recipes on a book. Amazon library reminds me of my own cooking. What else? I'm so bored. I'm so bored. You can decapitate my home inside such a son's already still in the so I can't afford sauces. Porque la Liz se enoja. Que ella le puede ofrecer arroz frito en casa. Y yo no podría, literalmente. Dan un asco. Yo iba en esa pelea por años y él dice, mi esposa siempre está enojada conmigo para que la gente no lo hagan citizen arrest por violarla y dejar que lo violen, porque en San Antonio that happens. Mi esposa no me deja que yo le devuelva el dinero a Arlene para que Arlene no tenga soy sauce para ella entonces brillar en algo. Aquí estoy enojado. No más gente, no más. Una vez. I must be really overdone to my life. What else? There's the Keilany, that's the person. Oh, that's so funny. When one literally, like, I can buy it and even toss it or gift it away today. With the extra $8 in my purse. Que gente, mira, esto está feliz, contento, no ni titila. Eso proviene de aquí. Ese brinquito. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored as fuck. What else? I want a cookie. That person has a t-shirt from Mark Baker and I want a cookie. What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. El tipo se hace pasar mejor que yo compró todos los Kiko Mano en Walmart. Through someone else. What else? What else? What else? With my money that he steals from me, possibly. Oh. So there's the man, the sum of it, literalmente, he goes on to create a big cuerpo through someone else. Anyways, what are these? Oh, I thought they were foolish. I bought one of these the other day. This is still live. What else? Mine died because I played with the pedals until I created a whole trauma that there was one pedal in a bus yesterday through Via, and then when I went back to the bus, it was the same bus that was there. What else? What else? Ella soy sosa, me están los paquetitos gratis aquí, gente. For real. What else? They blame me. Many people here possibly blame me that my maraca shaking is on social media until a few years ago. So they went on to do the wrong thing exactly. What else? How they known that it was my father making me fail, selling my artwork publicly, and me still continue with this happy face. People would have bought a piece of my artwork. People would say, that's hipocresía. Or I don't do backtrack apology or anything. I don't need an apology from anyone. I don't live my life that way. And I don't give apologies unless I bump into someone and I know it's my fault, or sometimes like whatever, it's your fault, but I kind of was in the way. So I'll say sorry, excuse me. What else? 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 I'm so bored. I'm so bored. Next time I want a burger. From McDonald's, a Big Mac, like a pickle with fries and water. Oh, what's another ice cream on it? What else? What else? What else? Who's gifting me money today? Who's gifting me money today? Those people that I ever are so embarrassing, but so are some people. Other parts of it. I just don't go on to me anyway. What else? What else? What else? How much is my phone charger for the month? 50%. What else? I may get it, so I'm gonna go. What else? What is the crunchy California roll? Now interesting. No limitation card. Yeah, that's something. Pero lovely to see. Lovely to see. What else? So el preño a Juanca gonna follow me on Instagram accidentally to make me kill myself, and people are like, she's not watching, make it publicly. It's like, whatever, give me a baby. At one point she'll find out. What else? El tipo es un puerco, una basura, una asquerosidad. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez Lorenzo, David Ledesma, El tipo es un puerco. El tipo es un puerco. Oh, I can pay for it there. Not that much. Hurry, give me money to my GoFundMe. Like your dead body will start in person after he made a mockery of you and Shayden literally and his brother giving you just $5 mocking you behind the scenes. So I just want to start getting you money right now. In person to pay off my GoFundMe campaign. What else?
Arlene.
Thank you. Excuse me. What else? Jesus fucking Christ, some more coffee. Pero I'm okay. Ito porco. Pero what else would be on there? Can I pay for this here?
It's gonna be $7.
I think that's $8.
Do you want the penny?
Sure. Thank you.
Do your seat.
Thank you. Anyways, I don't know why I keep the penny. I do that sometimes. And it's not due to her ever. What else? I'm getting one there. I'm good, thank you. I'm like, it's like, just stop. I could have a +1. My 2 plus A's are with me at the moment. I'm gonna stay down. Can please fucking take. Eating my pizza. I got this water fountain at the library because I can't afford water. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez Lorenzo, David Ledesma, steal my money, run away with your same money. Porque I can justify buying rice and getting just a packet of soy sauce and not feeling guilty if I wanted to. So they're like, oh no, she's gonna be like that embarrassing prima de ojalá esposa de ojalatero que no tiene hojaldre ni hojalata. Pero es porque ya él sabía que yo pensaba en él como barrendero sin escoba. El tipo es un puerco. Una basura, una asquerosidad. Me roba mi dinero que para be popular. No entiendo lo que es ser hombre. Qué basura es. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez Lorenzo sons. Not rape me, steal my money, and get away with mercy. Anyways, I'm plugging my phone. There's no electricity in my home, and so fingers up. It's so difficult. I already roughed it up in my apartment settlement in 2020. And my family of origin didn't like that. Ew. So what's the next step? What's the next? Oh, I got 2 weeks. What's the next course of action, even if it takes an eternity? I thought to myself in 2020. What else? 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 You can decapitate Yadiel Lorenzo Chaparro that lost my virginity for me decades ago. Con Richie también. Ew, qué gente tan puerca. In the meantime, this is my cooking. What else? What else? What else? What else? I am bored. I want electricity in my apartment ASAP. Anyways, now they're bragging and they're like, finalmente Arlene se dio por vencida de que yo la viole. Ya me baño con Ginny Yenda tranquilo. La pongo en el counter sin estar pensando en Arlene. Dan un asco, son unos brutos, una asquerosidad. Ew, ew, ew. He thinks that that's gonna make me work harder towards this thing. Él lo que quiere es competencia, cara de bebé, hacia su pena y con la lechecita. Eso es un puerco, eso es un puerco.